Oh, right, we got a couple roosters out.
Oh, they're getting brave. They're coming over this way.
Yeah.
Did you see that the big one of the big girls got in?
Oh,
the white one right there?
I figured that one didn't belong in there.
She doesn't.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do anything just in case.
She's with the group that I started free ranging in the chicken tractor next door.
Well, hello everybody.
Hi.
I'm back today. Yesterday, I was exhausted. And I was like, you know what? I'm taking a personal day. And Katie's like, well, we got to record Kick. I'm like, go for it. So she did.
I did. Yep. Look at me.
Yep. I almost did that again today because I'm still exhausted, but I didn't.
No. People miss you.
I mean, I miss them, but I'm tired. So, what did we do? What did I do yesterday? Yesterday, Katie kind of alluded to it. Yesterday was kind of a cleanup day. We returned about $750 worth of items back to Lowe's, and that was nice. That was good
for us.
That was very good for us. And then I managed to spend it all on 2 items, minus $745. So I spent $5 more. I spent $5 after we get $750 back. I'm trying to be funny, and that was just confusing. Anyway.
I can't help the eye rolls are natural. They just happen. Yours aren't as natural. I don't even realize I'm doing it half the time.
That's okay. She often says that I just ignore her anyway, so
you know.
Whatever.
It works.
Whatever.
He definitely can't multitask. Like if he's on the phone or looking at his phone, I can say absolutely anything to him. And he'll be like, wait, what?
Okay, so then yesterday, just cleanup day. Today was kind of another just chill day. One of the things that went wrong when we installed the subfloor, and it's not even really going wrong, this is just me being very particular, is that there were probably 30 nails that missed the lumber. They were just sticking through down into the basement, not holding nothing in. And some of them were very large misses, and those 100% are my fault. I'm not going to blame any of this on Jim, even though Jim had the nail gun most of the time. I'm joking, he didn't. But there were others where they were right outside of the side of the joist, or they were coming through the side of the joist. I wasn't having that. I couldn't just let that be. So I started, and I pounded the nails up from the bottom, and then I went up to the top and I removed them, and then I re-put new nails in, and I went back down to the bottom to make sure I didn't miss anything. I missed a few even after doing that. Pounded those back up, put new nails back in. So we're good. Like all the nails that are supposed to be in the sheets are in the sheets, and they're going through the lumber. There are a few areas I had to put some nailer boards on the joist because, so we mentioned that the house is not square. It ain't square. And so when we were laying the subfloor on the joists, we squared the subfloor to the girder, midspan beam as I call it. Well, the floor joists were originally off of one wall, which is not square. So as we started laying down the floor joists, they started getting off. And so there were a few areas where the cuts, the joins, one side of the join wasn't resting on a stud, so we put a nailer board on the stud, or not a stud, the floor joist. So I had to do some of that today.
On the rafters?
No, they're not. The rafters, I like those comments. The rafters when I'm in the basement because they're above my head. They're floor joists when they're on the...
when you're in the living room.
Yeah, when I'm in the living room. It's pretty funny. So anyway, so I did that, and then one of the things I wanted to try to do is keep the plywood clean. And there's gonna be lots of in and out activity with us, with the dogs, lots of just dirt. And I don't want that dirt to be on the subfloor before I have the chance to put the final floor down. And so I laid just construction paper down. And it was so hot in there that I actually didn't get to finish it because I couldn't suffer through that anymore. So there's about a quarter of the room left to do. So that was my day today.
Exciting stuff.
It had to be done. Tomorrow I'm going to be finishing up some of so there's the hangers that I used. There's gaps in the hangers, and the hangers are supposed to be flush to the bottom of the floor joist. And so I have to put shims in there. And then I have to put in bolt in or screw in, whatever, to the concrete, a ledger board on the east wall where the joists are hanging over and they're cut too much. I didn't do that before we put in the subfloor because I ran out of time. So I'm doing that tomorrow. And it's gonna be another hot, miserable day down in the crawl space. But those things have to happen.
Yep.
And then it'll be Saturday. And I think Wilson's coming over on Saturday.
Tomorrow's only Thursday.
Well, yeah. So then it'll be Friday.
I was like, we're skipping a day.
Yeah, you are skipping a day. You're right. Yeah, then it'll be Friday. I don't know what I'm doing Friday. Saturday, Wilson's coming over. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing. It's supposed to rain like crazy, so.
Oh shoot! I thought we were
knows?
gonna go and clean out the trailer.
Well,
The geese knocked their dish over. They must be out of food.
yeah, that was the plan. So we have Wilson's trailer here, and he needed a place to keep it. We needed something to drive
haul.
to haul junk in. Well, the last time I filled it up, I haven't hauled it to the junk place yet.
Yeah, so it's still full.
Which is, it's awful. And he wants the trailer back, so I think he's gonna sell it.
Yeah.
And I just haven't dumped it. So, and I'm not gonna have time to. So one of the things we were thinking about doing is just going to the dump together, dumping it, and then.
Maybe we can do that Friday.
Maybe. I think it's supposed to be rainy Friday too. I think tomorrow's the last nice day of the week in terms of no rain, but I don't know.
Anyway.
Whatever.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, so that gets you guys caught up on our to-dos, what we've been doing, what I've been doing.
What you've been doing, yeah.
Yeah.
My what I've been doing isn't very exciting. Just a lot of finalization of projects or getting my projects propelled far enough that I won't miss a lot or I won't have a lot of people trying to get a hold of me while I'm off for the next 10 days. So I just worked a few extra hours trying to get everything like in my inbox cleared out, all questions answered, all requests made, everything that had to go to get signatures, contracts, all of that done. So it was a lot of just finalization for all of the events that I'm managing. I've got like 6 right now on my project list that I'm managing. So just trying to make sure that we're all on track with all of those and everything is moving accordingly. I think they're all less than 90 days out from now. So that's when the timelines start to get pretty tight, is to make sure that everything's been finalized and the contracts with the external third parties. And it's just, all that fun stuff when you're managing large projects. So just making sure all of my pieces are done. Now I've pushed them off to the other people who have actions. And by the time they have them complete, I should be back. And so I think hopefully my timing worked out well. Plus a lot of folks are off. Our whole company is off tomorrow for the 4th of July. It's a paid day off anyway. And then I just decided, since I maxed myself out on PTO, since I never take vacation, I'm not earning anymore, which is silly.
Yeah,
you should never, ever get yourself in that situation.
Don't give your company free money.
So
or free labor, I guess.
Yeah, free. So I decided to take the PTO adjoining with this, and then with my 980, because I work 9 days, 80 hours in a 2-week span. So I get every other Friday off basically. And so I've just kind of combined all of that together. So I'm getting like, I don't go back to work till the 15th.
Nice.
And I only have to take 5 days of PTO.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's pretty solid.
Yeah. So it worked out really well with the timing. I was like, might as well, use it to my advantage where I'm only taking a week off technically, and I'm getting paid for the whole time that I'm out. So,
Good.
And because it's a holiday, I only have to use 8 hours of PTO each day instead of the regular 9 that I work.
Oh.
Because on a holiday week, they revert our hours back. So, anywho, that's all the fun stuff that I've been dealing with.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned yesterday that I want to work on the garden and work on removing a couple of those bushes and some things like that. What is she? What are you doing, Elaine?
Elaine is over there just
What are you doing, Elaine?
making noises.
She's a silly girl.
Yeah. So you're gonna do some tractor work?
I'm gonna do some tractor work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the tractor to push the bushes and pull the bushes and see what if I can get them to come over, like fall over. Get the roots out. Hopefully the roots aren't crazy deep. Most we're finding here, which is really scary, how shallow the roots are in a lot of the trees that we have. And I think that's why we have so many downed all the time. Yeah. Just a heavy wind or a heavy rain will kind of wash them away with the erosion. So hopefully this is the case. I don't want these to be
the deep-rooted
deep-rooted ones that I want to get rid of. But if so, hopefully I'll just be able to get them pushed. And she's making so many noises.
Are you going to use the bucket to push it, or are you going to take the forks?
I think you suggested the forks first, so I'm going to try the method that you used and try pushing it with the forks first and see if I can, get some leverage on it, push it over. Mm-hmm. And then I might use the bucket to grab it and pull it if I can't, if it's not cooperating.
Yeah, I had mentioned taking the forks and about halfway up the trunk, pushing on it so it falls down. You have to kind of multiple angles and stuff at times if you need to. Mm-hmm. But then once it's down, then you take the forks and you kind of dig into the ground and lift up on it and dig the roots out and dig the stump out. And then come around the side and pick it up and drag it to the burn pile or whatever. Maybe
that's what I can do on my time off too, burn that big, huge pile that we have.
Make sure you have a hose.
Oh yeah, hose and a burn permit. Well, we don't need a burn permit this time of year, do we?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. That's a very large pile though.
It's a very large pile, yeah. Thankfully, it's right. I would just burn it in the hole and then push more into it, not burn that big pile. I'm not that brave. That's a huge.
That'd be a very large bonfire.
Yeah.
Very large.
We don't need that. Catching the tree on fire next to it. Yeah, we're good. I was just going to set the stuff in the hole on fire and then continue to push stuff into the hole and continue to burn it there. And then if we want to grab any of the charcoal or char out of it, we could. And then we can take and fill in the dirt back where the hole is and no longer have a big hole in the middle of our yard and a big, huge dirt mound.
Yeah.
All sorts of things we can be working on. It's just going to be dependent on the weather and how much we can physically do outside. So the tractor at least will allow us to do some outside work and stay a little cooler since we have the cab. Makes a huge difference.
With the AC?
Yeah, makes a huge difference.
It does.
Yep. And then also want to do those chicken moves because now we have that empty coop, and so now I'm able to physically move the coops and the netting completely over to where there's grass. So that's super exciting.
I fixed the bucket for you, as you said in the Keeping It Kraemer last night. Oh, Nate will fix that in the morning.
I didn't say Nate would fix it.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Did I really?
Yes.
How funny.
You're like, oh, that's dirty water. Oh, shoot. Well, okay.
I said I'll get to that later.
No, you said Nate will get that tomorrow.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I said I will get that later.
Oh, well, I fixed the bucket.
I don't think I said your name.
Oh, all right. Well.
I don't think I mentioned you except for at the very beginning.
Oh. Well, that's what I heard.
In your head, you're just like, she's giving me more tasks. I don't think I said that. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, well, basically what I did, so I turned the water on up there. There is water up there, you just have to turn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
All right.
I just didn't want to deal with it. It was hot.
Yeah. And I emptied the broken bucket, which is just the handle,
Right.
and then cleaned it out and filled it with fresh water and gave that to the first chicken coop up there.
Oh, because it's not hanging.
Because theirs isn't hanging and it's leaking,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yep.
And
Makes
so we have to now fix the leaking one before you put a new flock into. No, wait, no, that's not what I did.
Did you move the?
I took
The Rhode Island one?
I swapped them. I swapped them because it wasn't leaking anymore. We fixed the leak.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, basically I just swapped the two
Oh,
buckets.
okay.
The black Australorps with the
Barnyard.
barnyard mix. I just swapped them.
Got it.
Yeah. Cleaned
Thank
them
you.
out. Cleaned them out.
Appreciate
And new water. You know, all that kind of stuff.
I'm glad that you hear that I've given you stuff to do, and I really don't think I said that.
Yeah.
It works.
It did.
No.
The other day, I was going to tell a story about yesterday's trip down to the creek.
Oh, gross.
You haven't even heard the story.
Okay. I'm assuming it's Levi.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I've been going down to the creek every morning with the dogs. That's the first thing I do is we go down to the creek. Do that pretty early. And up until yesterday, things have been going just fine. The dogs have been recalling. I'll let them explore and roam, but I'll call them and they'll come running and we'll head back home. No problem. Well, yesterday was a little different because Levi, as soon as we started heading towards the creek, he got on the scent of something and he was just going crazy. Well, when we were at the creek, he decided that he wasn't going to do good recall.
He was on the scent.
He was on the scent.
He was working.
Yeah. So finally decided, you know what, I'm just going to go find him. I got him to come back. I got into the lawnmower, started heading back. I got to the gate over by the red barn where I close it up when we're done so they don't just have free access to the creek anymore. And they were all three were with me, and then Levi decided he was going to go off again. He found another scent. So I'm calling him for a couple of minutes, getting really frustrated. And he comes running back, and I see him in the distance, through all the thick brush and stuff. He's carrying something, and he is walking or running proud. Like he is
Prancing?
He is prancing. He is so proud of himself. And as he gets closer and closer, he's just strutting his stuff, just showing off what he has. And it's gross. So if you don't like gross stuff, don't watch. But he has the tail end of a dead baby deer, a fawn. And apparently Mama and Fawn have been in the area crossing our fence to the neighbor's property over the last few days, and then we stopped seeing them. Well, so apparently something got the fawn, probably one of the coyotes. Well, Levi found the last half of it, and he was so proud, so proud. So I took it away from him, got rid of it. But Mr. Proud Boy, when he's on a scent, man. He just, so.
It's so crazy. Yeah, he'll bring back bones. Like they find pretty much anything that is dead or what's left of stuff, because we do have a lot of coyotes on our property, especially in the back half, and we have a lot of deer as well. And so it's kind of its own ecosystem back there, and we just leave it alone. And unfortunately that happens in nature, but we're trying our best to live with everything that was here well before us as best we can. As long as it doesn't attack our animals, we're gonna pretty much leave it alone.
Yeah. So. I bring the dogs, I bring my protection, and we enjoy the creek, and then
we go home. Yep.
The dogs love it. As soon as they see me step outside with my bug hat on,
they're like, oh, game on.
They get up and they start going. They're like, let's go. That's the cue.
That's the cue. Bug hat on.
Yep. Bug hat and boots. They're like, let's go.
Yep, we know what we're doing.
Yep. Yep.
That's
So,
like a country song, Bug Hat and Boots.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's all I got, honey.
Hey, did you know the banana peel's still sitting here?
Yeah, but look how
It's almost
decomposed.
gone.
Yeah, it's almost gone.
I
Like
mean,
it's just gonna.
pretty
It's just gonna
spectacular.
decompose on
I
its
wonder if
own.
it's gonna. Oh, it's solid. I wonder how old this is.
Probably about a month.
It's just right there.
Actually, no.
I don't think it's that long.
No, it's been longer.
Oh, has it?
I put it there when we were sitting here with Mom and Richard.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. No, it's been there a while.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's just barely a month.
Is that it, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just barely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's it.
That's all you got?
I'm spent on things to talk about. My days are numbered. That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right.
I've concluded my days. Nope, that doesn't sound right.
You're not dying. You're just out of things to talk about.
This conversation is dead.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Have a lovely rest of your day, you all.